Hey, this is Connor. Just in case, well, I just ordered the keyboard today, and so just in case it doesn't get here in time, which it probably won't, and you're willing to try and replace it yourself, I made this handy dandy little video to show you kind of how to do it. It's not that easy, or not that easy, I mean it's not that hard, it's actually really easy. So, here's the keyboard here, already removed. Pretty lightweight. We still have the issue with the W key right now. It's kind of super glued on, but we'll see. It's sticky enough, I think it'll stay most of the time, but it's still not going to stay. So, to kind of show you how this works, flip this over. This is the plug for it, like that right there, and it's facing the direction it should go in, so it should be up and down like this. And the way you can tell, take the keyboard and flip it this way, and then see how it is? It's just sticking up like that. That's the way you want to attach. So the tag end should be pointing up. So I'm going to do that here. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed, but I'll show you. This is where you want it to go, right here in this little slot. And it'll just click into place. So we'll push it down a little bit. Okay. There we go. There we are. Give it a good push so it's in solidly. All the contacts are there. Now, as opposed to ribbon cables, the plugs like that are actually really easy because you just push them down until they stick. And that's why there's this little flat plastic piece in the back so you can actually push and make sure it's secure. Now, on ribbon cables like this guy here, for example, you have to slide it in and then lock it, so it's usually not as easy. So that's that. So now the keyboard itself goes in. So on the bottom of the keyboard, you'll notice there's a series of pegs. This is where the screws go. So you see here there's only 2 of them. And if we move over to this little guy here, this is the little panel that came off the back of it. And there's 2 screws, one here, one here. That's all we have. So that's really all there is. So all we have left to do now is put the keyboard in, put the panel back on in the back, screw it down, and then put this little plastic piece back on. It'll take about 5 minutes. So I'll show you. So we slide it in. And you'll see there's little tiny tabs right there, there, and there. Those go underneath the plastic. So you kind of just slide them in and kind of mosey them on in there. Like so.
Cabin 4254, cabin 4254.
There we go. Oh, shoot. I put it in backwards. You'll see this tab is all the way flat and goes across. So I actually did it backwards. So we pull this out. So you might do the same thing. Now, this goes underneath there. So see how that's sliding in like that? There's a little notch over there. And there's a little notch right there too. Okay. So now, we just press down until it clicks. And those little tabs go underneath. Just kind of like that. And if you need to, you can use a screwdriver, little tiny guy, to just kind of, oh, that's not a screwdriver, that's a Phillips. So I've got a real tiny screwdriver, you can use a bigger one. There we go. Just kind of push those down. Like that. This guy looks like he's the last little problem. Right over here. And we can just kind of snug it up. A little bit. I'm being a lot more careful than you need to be. It's not that fussy. There you go. So there. That's it. So basically the keyboard right now, as far as we're concerned, is in. So we can close the lid because we don't want the keyboard falling out on us when we're screwing it in the back. So flip the whole thing over. Notice our handy dandy little access panel here that this flips onto. So we'll take our little screws out like that. Take this, and tabs are in one way. Can only go in one way. Screw holes on the other side. So put that in like so. And you'll see There are screws already in the top of this, so all we need to do is screw it in.